Hello everyone and welcome. This is Tatadeer and this is the part 2 of the speed drawing. Like I explained in the part 1, I will be doing the coloring on this video. If you didn't see part 1 yet, I will be linking it in the description and you can also find it in the top right corner, probably. So first I was trying out a few different colors. You will see me clicking a lot on the top right corner where there's actually nothing right now. I realized too late, I actually realized only now in the editing of the video that my color wheel is not showing in the recording. So there's that. So all the time when I'm clicking in the top right corner, it's because I'm choosing another color. Sometimes you can see it in the top left color I'm using, like with the brown right now, but yeah, I guess you will not see me very easily changing the colors. I will be checking why it's not showing and trying to fix that before the next video, but for now it will have to be like that. So first of all, I'm applying the base colors. I have to say that I struggled a lot um, with the coloring. It's not something I'm very used to. I always did black and white drawings on paper, and I didn't experiment a lot with coloring yet. And because of that, most of the time, when I'm putting shadows and highlights, I'm kind of afraid of putting too much. Or I just think I already put enough and it isn't. In the end, it just looks flat. Like I'm pretty aware my profile, my actual profile, wow, my actual profile picture looks. Yeah, I think I did a better job on this one. I kept in mind that I normally have a true light hand as per se for the coloring, so I try to make everything a bit more, so more highlight and more shadow. I still am not really used to it, so most of the time I did turn down the opacity so it wasn't as strong as I actually painted it, but well, it's a work in progress. It's a learning progress. I tried a lot of different stuff here, and I took most of it out and tried again, and then undid it again. um, my finger was all the time on the undo button, and I did use it a lot. But yeah, that's because I was still experimenting a bit and trying to see how to make it work best. Yeah, for example, here I struggled also with layers. If you have the time and you just are starting, I suggest you to getting used to naming your different layers so you know what is what. You will see me like checking multiple times if I'm drawing in the right layer by like hiding it and activating it again, because I just use so many layers and then I'm the flow and I don't want to rename everything, even if it would be like faster and quicker for me. I just, for now at least, I got used to just hiding them and checking which is the right one for me to keep drawing on. But yeah, it would probably be better to put it correctly. Yeah, so if you check on the top left part, I'm putting, or I put, it's already gone, everything so fast, a blue layer on the whole skin. I just thought it was looking a bit too orangey. It was just looking a bit fake. So I put the blue very lightly on the whole skin, and I think it looks much more skin-like now, much more believable. I just wanted to comment on that in case you didn't see, because it's a very small change, but I think it made a lot of a difference. Here I try to take out the white in the eye just because I wasn't getting that creepy vibe that I actually wanted, but it just looked too weird without the lighting in the eye. So I put it back, but without the black. I still don't think I was able to fully get the creepy smile. I think they just look a bit too normal for me. I probably had to do the eyes bigger, as if they had just like I don't know, just make not the eyes itself, but like the I don't know how it's called, but just like as if they have the eyes more open. I should have worked on having the eyes more open to maybe try to get a bit more of the creepy vibe. I'm not 100% sure if the color of the mouth matches the drawing super well. I'm kind of satisfied on how it looked like in the end, but I don't know if maybe another color would have matched better. You probably saw me before trying different colors out. I thought about just leaving it like skin color or doing it like kind of purple-ish, but it just didn't look right. So I tried to go to blue. I didn't want it to be too near to the eyes and the hair that are like this blue green-ish. I'm really bad at color names. But yeah, I wanted it to match a bit more the color scheme, but didn't want it to be too matchy. So we got that color. Let me know if you think it does make sense at the end. I'm not 100% sure it does, but I wouldn't know what other color to use, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, I really wouldn't know what other color to use. I kind of I like how it's looked at the end. I could have matched it maybe a bit more so it doesn't look so out of the blue, but it's fine. So here I'm changing up the scar. I did comment on the previous video that I never did a scar. I never draw one. And I wasn't really sure how to go with it. I think I was able to get the coloring pretty well on the skin itself. On the eye, I'm still not sure how it's supposed to look like. I maybe should have checked more references. Not sure if many people actually draw scars inside a ball as well, or if that's even possible. So I should have checked some references to better understand how to go with that. But I think that the scar on the skin looks kind of believable. And yeah, I'm actually pretty happy I was able to get the coloring there. Yeah, so now I'm applying everything a bit mixed. I didn't do all the shadows and then all the highlights. I made it kind of per part. So first skin. I don't really actually know the secrets. Probably the eye and the mouth and now the hair. I don't remember it fully, but I did each part their own instead of everything with shadow and then everything with lighting, light with light. I still don't really know how to do proper highlights and shadows. I understand the concept of imagining a light source and then putting light and shadow considering it. I understand the concept of it, but I don't really know how to apply it to the drawing itself. I can't really imagine where the shadow would be and where the light would be. So I just did what I mostly do, and I just did a general shadow and light where it in general would make sense for me as well, at least. So I guess, I don't know, the light would be kind of in front to the left. I don't know. I really don't. I didn't really take that into consideration since I am still not really sure how to apply that. So I just put the shadows where it made sense to me. And try to get like a bit more structure on the face. I put a bit more shadow on the jawline and near the mouth, just to get a little more shadow on the bottom. Yeah, and around the eyes, like on the left side or on the right side. If you look at the other perspective, I tried to make it a bit darker, even if I didn't really know if I should do it on the eye since the scar is there. But yeah, I try to make that side a bit more darker, also below the fringe, and then on the other side, below the cheekbone and the ear. Yeah, I just kind of went for it where it made sense, and I kind of mixed as well the very light shadow and now with a bit harsher one on the eyelids, which is the word I was looking for before. Yeah, I did then a bit of a harsher. I actually liked the style of doing it kind of mixed, harsher, or like more lined shadows with the not so lined ones. But as you can see, I took a bit out of not the color, but I took a bit of the opacity again, because I wasn't feeling it. I'm still not really used to how it looks like really strong. So most of it I did stronger, but I took the opacity away. I mean, I turned down the opacity so it's not that dark. But yeah, we should here almost be finishing up. I'm just doing the last shadow and light on the piercings, and then here already cleaning up the colors on the left side. I worked a bit on the bottom part because I didn't know how to finish up the drawing. At the end, I did it like this, so it looks like a collar of a shirt. And my video died, so here I'm trying to show what I did in the end. I colored the lines, and since it wasn't really good to see it like I did before, I just copied it and put it side by side so you can see better the difference from the before and the after. I really liked how it looked like with the lines colored. It's more a style thing, but I like it when the lines have or the lines like match the color, like the hair color or the skin tone, instead of all being black. So yeah, that would be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time. Bye!